We've had a 3.6 magnitude earthquake today in the area of Texas-New Mexico border, just below Lubbock. There's an air base there, as we know, but we've had various earthquakes there, about 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, and I'm wondering why. Now, this is the aerial, as we can see, the topographic here, right here. Lubbock is around up here. Let's go in a little bit more. This is the New Mexico border towards Texas. This is, of course, the Mexico-US border. And coming in, we can see here. Sorry, I was trying to see if there was, that was a river. That's a route. Okay. Going in. It seems to be a line there. Anyway, we know that where we have, yeah, that is a river. Okay, there it is. We know wherever we have rivers, we have fault lines. Okay, that's a highway there, but this is the river right here. And if we go in a little bit more, you can see that whole area is full of fracking. That's fracking area, as you can see. Let's go in a little bit more. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. Okay, pull out. Okay. This is all fracking area in Texas, and I wouldn't be surprised if all of these quakes, you can see there's a swarm of them here. Okay. 3.4, again 3.4, and this is the 3.2 today, and pulling out, where are we? 3.0, this is a smaller one here, 2.7, and this is Lubbock right here. Okay. But you can see that we have a tremendous amount here. Let's go, should we go here? This one is 3.1. We can go to the aerial. Let's go to the aerial. See a little bit more of that. Okay. It's not very clear, but it looks like there's fracking there as well. Okay, so obviously this is probably what the cause is. Right there, man-made earthquakes. But they're not small, as you can see. They seem to be getting bigger and bigger. Okay, you can see that basically it's in the area of residential towns and cities. This looks to be a landing strip over here. Yes. So that's not good news. 3.6 is not small. Now, if we go to our details, the tectonic summary, naturally occurring earthquake activity. We know that most of North America, East Rocky, has infrequent earthquakes here, and there earthquakes are more numerous in New Madrid seismic zone, and the Charlevoix-Nebraska region of eastern Quebec, the New England area, Philadelphia, Wilmington corridor, but most of the enormous region from the Rockies to Atlantic can go years without an earthquake large enough to be felt. Obviously, this was felt, and it was reported, sorry, I want to see, it was reported at 141 reported feeling it. But there's not that many living there. Okay. Now, most earthquakes in North America, Rockies, as we said. Now, the induced seismicity, they go in here into the man-made earthquakes. In this case, elsewhere in the world, as elsewhere, there's evidence that some central and eastern North American quakes have been triggered, caused by human activities. that have altered the stress conditions in Earth's crust sufficiently to induce faulting. Activities that have induced felt earthquakes in some geological environments have included impoundment of water behind dams, injecting of fluids into the Earth's crust. We're talking about hydraulic fracturing there, extraction of fluids or gas, and removal of rock in mining or quarrying operations. In much of eastern and central North America, the number of earthquakes suspected of having been induced is much smaller than the number of natural earthquakes. But in some regions, such as south central states of the US, here we're talking about these quakes here, a significant majority of recent earthquakes are thought by many seismologists to have been human-induced, even within areas with many human-induced earthquakes. So the activity that seems to induce seismicity at one location may be taking place at many other locations without inducing felt earthquakes. In addition, regions with frequent induced earthquakes may also be subject to damaging earthquakes that would have occurred independently of human activity, making a strong scientific case for a causative link between a particular human activity and a particular sequence of earthquakes. Typically involves special studies devoted specifically to the question. Such investigations usually address the process by which the suspected triggering activity might have significantly altered stresses in the bedrock at the earthquake source, and they commonly address the ways in which the characteristics of the suspected human-triggered earthquakes differ from the characteristics of natural earthquakes in the region. So obviously, these are induced earthquakes. This is where's Odessa, and there's Lubbock right there, Carlsbad, Caverns, Canyons, El Paso. But as we saw, where's the city? It's close to the city, right there. Okay? Obviously, the city was shaken. Let's go to liquefaction. Do they have liquefaction? No. Population? Population. Okay. Let's pull out. We can see the population. There we go. Okay. So obviously, it's an area that is populated in that village there, that town there, and that next town there. Pulling out. We can see the population. Okay, but it's from fracking, obviously. So all of you there, please be very careful. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. There we go. Okay. So obviously it's an area that is populated in that village there, that town there, and that next town there. Pulling out, you can see the population. Okay, but it's from fracking, obviously. So all of you there, please be very careful. Please leave your comments. And thank you for your support.